How's it going, everybody? The second half of the spring sale just started on PlayStation. It's running from now until April 22nd, and there's a ton of absolute bangers on sale for up to 90% off. Every day, I put together lists of the top games you can get at a deep discount, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get straight into it. For $5, 50% off, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis sends you back to a collapsing Raccoon City as Jill Valentine fights to escape while the unstoppable Nemesis hunts her across the chaos. This enhanced version adds rewind, quick save, up-rendering, and customizable visual filters, making the survival horror classic smoother to play while still capturing its frantic escapes, branching scenarios, and tense item management. It's an 88 on Game Rankings, and there's unfortunately no trophy support for this yet. Hopefully it gets added soon. For $3, 90% off, Mortal Shell Enhanced Edition is a punishing action RPG where you navigate a shattered, decaying world, assuming the bodies of fallen warriors to gain their strength while testing your sanity, precision, and resilience. You'll explore haunting ruins, track down hidden sanctums, and adapt to a combat system that rewards patience, awareness, and strategic timing, while every enemy encounter can end in brutal death. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $5, 50% off, Resident Evil 2 is the original PlayStation survival horror classic, now enhanced with up-rendering, rewind, quick save, and customizable video filters to modernize the fear-filled, nostalgia-packed experience. Follow rookie cop Leon S. Kennedy on his first day in Raccoon City and Claire Redfield on her search for a missing brother as the two navigate zombie-infested streets and unravel Umbrella's sinister secrets. It's a 93 on Game Rankings, and unfortunately there's no trophy support for this yet. Hopefully we get it soon. For $4, 80% off, Doom is a fast, brutally satisfying first-person shooter that reimagines the legendary franchise with modern intensity, cinematic polish, and unrelenting speed. Rip and tear through the depths of hell with an arsenal of iconic weapons and a savage melee system that rewards relentless aggression over hiding behind cover, all while an adrenaline-pumping soundtrack keeps you locked in a non-stop rhythm of chaos and destruction. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $5, 50% off, Resident Evil Director's Cut is a survival horror adventure where you uncover the secrets of a remote mansion after the STARS team is trapped during a grisly murder investigation in the Arklay Mountains. You'll explore claustrophobic corridors filled with undead creatures, manage scarce resources with careful strategy, and solve environmental puzzles that slowly reveal the mansion's twisted experiments. It's an 86 on Game Rankings, and there's unfortunately no trophy support yet. Hopefully it gets added soon. For $5, 75% off, Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year Edition is an open-world action-adventure set between The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, where you play as a ranger bound with the Wraith of Celebrimbor, seeking vengeance against the forces of Sauron. This edition includes the Lord of the Hunt and the Bright Lord story expansions, adding new abilities, beast hunts, epic battles, and deeper lore that expands the mythos of Middle-earth. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $3, 85% off, Saints Row 4 Re-Elected is an over-the-top open-world action game where the leader of the 3rd Street Saints becomes president and battles an alien warlord inside a reality-bending simulation to save Earth from destruction. Remastered for modern consoles, it features updated visuals, models, environments, and dynamic shadows, bringing Steelport's chaotic, vibrant world to life with sharper detail and cinematic flair. It's an 84 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $3, 85% off, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition is a thrilling action-adventure where Lara Croft's origin story comes to life in a beautifully rebuilt, next-gen world full of danger and mystery. You'll explore lush environments, solve intricate puzzles, and survive high-octane combat while customizing weapons, crafting gear, and navigating treacherous terrain that tests both skill and strategy, uncovering hidden secrets and ancient relics along the way. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4, 70% off, Castle Crashers Remastered is a fast-paced 2D beat-em-up where you battle through colorful kingdoms, rescue princesses, and defeat enemies in a chaotic arcade-style adventure filled with humor and charm. Fight through stages, unlock characters and weapons, and level up your abilities as you play solo or team up in local and online co-op to take on bosses, arenas, and challenging modes across vibrant and varied environments. It's an 83 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $5, 90% off, Sniper Elite 3 Ultimate Edition is a third-person shooter set in 1942 North Africa, where you take down Axis forces, sabotage their plans, and survive using stealth, precision, and long-range sniping. This Ultimate Edition includes the base game, 9 DLC packs with massive new environments, 6 weapon packs, additional multiplayer maps, and shooting range, giving players the fullest, most action-packed experience of the series. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off, Watch Dogs is an open-world action-adventure where you play as a skilled hacker driven by a violent family tragedy and a relentless quest for justice and revenge. You'll manipulate the city of Chicago's connected infrastructure, tapping into security cameras, controlling traffic lights, and accessing personal data to outsmart enemies, evade law enforcement, and strategically execute heists, stealth missions, and intense combat scenarios. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $4, 85% off, Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-Year Celebration is an action-adventure sequel that follows Lara Croft as she journeys to Siberia in search of the legendary city of Kitez while battling the paramilitary group Trinity. Explore semi-open hubs, raid optional challenge tombs, and engage in stealth and combat while scavenging resources to craft gear, complete side missions, and uncover the secrets of immortality hidden within ancient ruins. It's an 87 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off, Turok 2 Seeds of Evil is a classic first-person shooter where you battle to stop the Primogen from merging Earth with a dark netherworld after unleashing a greater ancient evil threatening all existence. Fight diverse enemies, explore large, non-linear levels, and wield a wide arsenal of powerful weapons as you take on intelligent foes, uncover hidden secrets, and conquer intense encounters across dangerous and atmospheric environments. It's an 88 on GameRankings, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $4, 90% off, Shadow Tactics: Blades of the Shogun is a hardcore tactical stealth game set in Edo period Japan, where you control a team of specialists navigating castles, monasteries, and forest camps while avoiding enemies with strategy and planning. What begins as an infiltration mission evolves into a strategy-driven adventure as players coordinate each character's skills, set traps, poison opponents, and adapt to changing scenarios. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $1, 50% off, We Were Here is a tense cooperative puzzle adventure where you and a partner trapped in a frozen, abandoned castle with only a walkie-talkie to communicate, creating high-stakes tension. Solve intricate puzzles, explore rooms, and rely entirely on clear communication as one player navigates the halls while the other remains confined, testing teamwork, strategy, logic, and trust in increasingly clever and challenging ways. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $2, 50% off, Worms World Party is a chaotic turn-based artillery game where teams of worms face off in wacky, over-the-top battles across destructible landscapes. Play solo against AI or with up to 6 players locally, experiment with nearly 60 ridiculous weapons from bazookas to concrete donkeys, and enjoy endless variety with the Worm Pot, offering over 1,000 different game modes to keep the mayhem fresh. It's an 80 on GameRankings, and there's unfortunately no trophy support for this yet. Hopefully we get it soon. For $4, 80% off, Turok is a classic first-person shooter where time-traveling warrior Turok hunts deadly dinosaurs and cunning enemies across a vast, beautifully remastered 3D world filled with secrets and hazards. You'll run, jump, climb, and aim in any direction while solving puzzles, avoiding traps, and using a massive arsenal against prehistoric and futuristic foes in fully interactive, destructible environments. It's an 85 on GameRankings, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4, 60% off, Doom and Doom 2 is the definitive collection of the genre-defining first-person shooters that pioneered modern FPS design and reshaped action gaming forever. You rip through hordes of demons across campaign missions and deathmatch maps, spanning Doom, Doom 2, TNT Evolution, the Plutonia Experiment, Master Levels, Sigil, and the Legacy of Rust episode created alongside Night Dive and Machine Games. It's an 88 average on GameRankings, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $5, 80% off, Eden Genesis is a fast-paced platformer where you play as Leah, a young cyborg fighting to cure a corrupted mind in a cyberpunk world ruled by powerful corporations and advanced technology. Overcome challenging trials, master precise movement and reflex-based platforming, and explore a neon-lit world as you face environmental hazards, uncover hidden secrets, and push your abilities to the absolute limit. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $3, 70% off, Nuclear Blaze is a 2D firefighting action game where you play a highly trained firefighter dropped into blazing infernos to contain fires, investigate their causes, and rescue survivors. Face secret military facilities, uncover hidden government truths, and tackle intense hazards in main missions, Kid Mode for younger players, and the challenging Hold My Beer mode with extra threats, hidden areas, and tactical challenges. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $4, 80% off, A Tale of Paper Refolded is a puzzle platformer bundle that includes the original game and its Unfolded Melody DLC, following a delicate paper figure brought to life by its creator's dream. You'll master origami transformations to navigate a world where everyday objects become towering obstacles, solving light puzzles, completing platforming challenges, and avoiding environmental hazards that threaten your fragile form. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $5, 75% off, Lil Guardsman is a quirky deduction adventure where you play as a 12-year-old hero covering your dad's guard shift, deciding the fate of over 100 unique characters in a vibrant, magical kingdom. Interrogate humans, elves, goblins, and other fantastical beings using your powers of deduction and trusty tools, sending some to jail, zapping a few to smithereens, or letting others pass, all while your choices shape the kingdom's future. It's an 84 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $5, 50% off, Bahnsen Knights is a dark interactive adventure where you play Boulder, an undercover agent infiltrating a deadly cult led by the enigmatic Tony. Navigate religious fanaticism, high-speed chases, hidden secrets, mysterious disappearances, and dangerous encounters while making choices that affect the story, earning trust, solving puzzles, and uncovering the secrets behind the Bahnsen Knights and your old friend's fate. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $4, 90% off, the Figment 1 and 2 bundle is a surreal musical action-adventure collection set deep within the ever-shifting landscape of the human mind. Play as the embodiment of courage as you journey through hand-painted mental realms, solve environmental puzzles shaped by logic and emotion, and face off against theatrical nightmare bosses whose songs dynamically drive the rhythm and flow of each battle. It's a 76 average on OpenCritic, average trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to finish both games. For $5, 75% off, Rough Justice 84 is a single-player, board game-inspired strategy experience where you run a private security agency in a gritty, crime-ridden city. You'll hire agents, assign them to security, repossession, and fugitive recovery cases, and use dice rolls, cards, and careful planning to overcome requirements while managing stats, gear durability, limited resources, and escalating risks. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, and I'm not sure about trophy difficulty or time to platinum as it's such a small sample size. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sale stuff that I put out, leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.